No such thing as bad media. Is that what we're discussing?
Yeah.
We've got, so I'm Ken Lundberg. Brett Witkowski is here with me, my co-host this morning. And then also Mike Weibel is joining us for a few minutes to talk about some of the community efforts that Baird Private Wealth Management. We'll do that in a few minutes. But how you doing?
I'm doing great. How you guys do this morning?
We're doing very well, thank you. At least I am. Pop Boy over here had to get some extra caffeine.
He's got the OJ working. He's all right.
Yeah. You know, who plays basketball till 10:30 at night on a weeknight?
I didn't play. I was
coaching. You were just coaching.
Yeah, we had girls' high school scrimmages.
Okay.
I can't play it that late.
All right, so let's see. Let me make sure that we've got all the buttons. We've got the live stream going. We'll have folks joining us, but thanks for joining the video live stream. If you ever miss a portion of it, you can always come back and watch it again. We are on Facebook.com. Just search for WSJM. We also have it up on YouTube and X, although I don't think Elon Musk pays for the video archive.
But you can watch it live on there. I've watched it live.
Yeah, you can watch it live. Yep. Yeah, you can watch it live. So what's happening this week? How's your week been so far, Mike?
Busy week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's keeping you busy?
Well, we've got our golf outing is on Monday.
Okay.
Golf outing. So we call ourselves the Baird PGA Central event right there. So we are
Watch for copyright infringement there.
Well,
you got LPGA up in Grand Rapids happening right now.
Yeah, well.
No.
They can call us.
They can find no bad publicity.
Exactly. Probably get some more sponsorship on that
there
one.
There you
go. Yeah, so we're full preparing, getting ready, organizing.
Nice.
So
that's probably a lot of work.
It is. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Putting together a golf tournament.
It is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be 4 years ago. So
how many golfers you get?
120.
Holy smokes.
Second year in a row. We maxed out Orchard Hills.
Oh, Don Buchanan.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful course.
Yeah, we're excited. They do really good by us. So we are happy to be down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started off 4 years ago with 26 golfers after COVID as a kind of a client event.
Yeah.
And we thought it would be something to do. And that was a learning curve. And then once we got done with that, everybody was like, well, we're going to do this again, aren't we? Sure.
Yeah, I guess so.
So then
that means they had a good time.
Yeah. Then we had 86 golfers. Then we went to 120 golfers, and that's the max the course can hold.
Wow.
You can go more, but for every team of golfers, you start adding 20 minutes to the event.
I want to talk to you about the software that you use.
Oh, yeah.
For that at some point. Do you buy it off the shelf?
No, it's a company we contract with called Golf Status.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. And they actually do golf outings as a thing, but they have a nonprofit wing that does for charity.
Nice.
So they do it for 3% of whatever and they do the registration.
Okay, hold that thought. We're going to have to come back in just a minute. But
yeah, awesome.
We'll be right back. It's the morning show.
Vegas shooting. Brian Clark, ABC News.
Florida Panthers now just one win away from winning the Stanley Cup. They topped the Oilers 4-3 last night. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
I had to break out the Here We Go. Now I know why Johnny did it, because it helps people quiet down.
You did mock him for saying that too. If
Well,
I remember right.
I didn't mock him. It was an homage. Anyway, it's the WSJM morning show.
He uses words. I have no idea what they
mean. They're $3 words. I get them in the restroom. The local news that we're following today: a Benton Harbor man has been sentenced in a federal guns and drug case. WSJM's Andrew Green has this story.
U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Michigan, Mark Totten, announced on Thursday 22-year-old Earl Austin IV has been sentenced to 108 months in prison for his part in trafficking methamphetamine, guns, and machine gun switches. Austin is the last of 17 defendants from 3 criminal indictments to be sentenced from this particular investigation. Investigators say they seized more than a pound of meth, 5 firearms, and 3 machine gun switches over the course of 6 months during their investigation into the gun and drug ring. Undercover officers say they bought meth, fentanyl, and oxycodone from Austin on 17 occasions. On 2 occasions in August and September of 2022, Austin sold machine gun switches to undercover officers, and he also allegedly sold an assault rifle and 2 handguns on 3 occasions from November to December of 2022. Police eventually executed a search warrant at Austin's home and arrested him. At trial, Austin was found guilty on all 15 counts against him. Totten says with gun crimes an epidemic around the country, the families of Benton Harbor deserve to carry out their lives without the fear of violence. Andrew Green, WSJM News.
Improvements are planned for Berrien County's South County building in Niles. Speaking to the Berrien County Board of Commissioners on Thursday, County Administrator Brian Dissett said Health Officer Guy Miller has been working with staff to plan for the use of a grant to fix up the health portion of that facility.
He's got well over $1 million that has been set aside and blessed by the state to make improvements to the health portion of the South County building. Major facelift is tentatively planned for that building.
Dissett said it's exciting news and more will be reported to the commissioners in a future meeting.
We will get Guy queued up to present the draft concept to the board. I'll get that plugged in as a committee of the whole topic. And it's one that I'm really, really pleased. It is very creative use of the grant funds from the state. And it's a whole lot of improvements to a county building with limited or potentially no impact on the general fund.
Dissett says Miller is talking with the clerk's office to ensure there are a few disruptions. There are just a few disruptions to court operations when the work is done. They're looking to plan the work so that it also benefits the court in addition to the health department. A former Berrien County Commissioner and longtime public servant has been honored by the Berrien County Board of Commissioners. At their Thursday meeting, the board approved an honorary resolution for Don Ryman, saluting him for his years of service. Ryman served on the board from 1996 until 2011. Chair Mac Elliott read the resolution.
Don Ryman's leadership, wisdom, experience, and commitment to the citizens of Berrien County is to be recognized. Now, therefore, be it hereby resolved that the Berrien County Board of Commissioners hereby acknowledges and thanks Donald Ryman for his many years of dedicated service to Berrien County. Be it further resolved that his life, actions, and contribution reflect most favorably upon himself, his family, the County of Berrien, state of Michigan, and the United States of America.
Ryman was an attorney in the Buchanan area and was involved in zoning and planning matters around the county for decades. The board read a letter from the 96-year-old Ryman in which he had laid out some of his views regarding property rights, and he talked about his long career. He was on hand with family as the board approved the resolution and gave him a standing ovation. Don Ryman, 96 years old.
Like I said, very nice guy. I had a chance to serve with him for 6 years.
Excellent. The Berrien Community Foundation has announced more than $500,000 in scholarships this year to college-bound students. Berrien Community Foundation hosted its Knowledge is Sweet scholarship celebration yesterday at the Grand Upton Hall in Lake Michigan College. The evening was full of sweet treats as pursuing higher education was compared to the board game Candyland. And in all, there were 91 scholarships awarded to 86 students from across Berrien County and Hartford for a grand total of $533,000. Berrien Community Foundation President Lisa Cripps Downey says this is the first time the foundation has been able to pass the $500,000 mark in scholarships in just 1 year. 4 new scholarships were added to the BCF for the 23-24 school year. BCF scholarships are established by donors to support students who excel in academics, community service, the arts, or are pursuing a particular career path. Volunteers from the community sit on the review committees to make the award recommendations to the BCF, and we have a full list of the scholarship recipients at our website, WSJM.com. And finally, Shout for South Haven is gearing up for their annual Cottage Walk. It's happening on June 29th. The anticipated event is a fundraiser featuring a walk of 5 unique cottages in the South Haven area. Visitors will get a chance to walk through and tour each of the historic cottages, including the Summers on the south, Resser Cottage, Sunset Bluff, Farmhouse Cottage, and Wheeler Cottage. Chairperson of the Cottage Walk, Patricia Shepard, is excited to take the community and others through a tour of the area and tell them about some local history.
Many of the old homes are gone now and replaced with new homes, but some are still remaining, and the old homes reflect some of the history of South Haven.
Shout for South Haven is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization dedicated to making South Haven better through community projects as well as funding concerts and other events. The 27th annual walk, featuring about 250 people, is one of the few events Shout puts on throughout the entire year.
I really admire these homeowners and cottage owners who go out of their way for us every year. to help us raise funds for South Haven.
Tickets are on sale now, $20 per person. They can be purchased at the South Haven Visitors Bureau, the Chamber of Commerce. They can be purchased day of as well at Dykeman Park downtown. For more information, you can call the South Haven Visitors Bureau. That's a look at some of the local news that we're covering from the WSJM newsroom. We'll have more coming up next. We have sports with Dave Wolf. Also, a conversation with Mike Weibel coming up from Baird Private Wealth Management. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Major League Baseball from Thursday, Justin Henry Malloy homered and drove in 3 runs as the Tigers scored 5 runs in the 7th inning for a 7-2 win over Washington. The Tigers are on the road tonight at Houston at 8:10, a 7:45 pregame show on Newstalk Sports 94.9 WSJM. Garrett Crochet struck out a career-high 13 over 7 innings as the White Sox beat Seattle 3-2 in 10 innings. The White Sox are in Arizona tonight at 9:40, and it was Tampa Bay over the Cubs 3-2. The Cubs are back at home to face St. Louis today at 2:20. In the NHL's Stanley Cup Final, Game 3.
All right. Okay, welcome back to the live stream. Let's see. Hello, Bill. Hello, Teresa. Happy Friday, both of you, and the others that are joining our live stream this morning. It's good to see you. All right. Feels like a good Friday. Happy Friday. Not
Happy
a good Friday. Not Good Friday. Not the Good Friday.
It is a good Friday, though.
It is a good Friday. Yeah. We got Mike Weibel in the studio. He's from Baird Private Wealth Management. We're going to talk about some of the community things that you're involved in just a moment. But you were mentioning about the BCF.
Yeah. So BCF does that. They just mentioned they gave that big scholarship away to the community, which is awesome.
Yeah.
They're a benefactor of our charity golf outing on Monday.
Nice.
And one of the things that Lisa said that they're going to do with the funds that we give them is to start a fund for supporting those scholarship winners that run into financial trouble. You know, in other words, they get a scholarship to go to school, their car breaks down, something happens, and now they have to withdraw from school because they don't have the financial backing to continue.
Yeah.
And a fund to step up and help. So it's kind of neat that this kind of piggybacks on that, and it's going to be the start of that fund. So
that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more anxiety driving or tragic than getting into the school, doing all the things that you need to do in high school and before to get into a college, a great college if you're choosing, then make the first year or so and then all of a sudden run into financial issues.
Right.
That's tough. So thank you for doing that.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
We're happy to be a part.
That's cool.
Yeah. What else is going on?
Me?
Yeah, you're looking at me like, what?
No, you're doing an interview. I'm just kind of sitting back here like a tennis match.
See, what you didn't see is when Mike Weibel walked into the studio, there was all of a sudden a tense air of sports competitors. It was like Conor McGregor and I don't know who else, but
I've got a photo somewhere that someone sent to me from the Herald Palladium it's a black and white photo, and the bottom of it says Witkowski goes over the back on Weibel.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Get that for me.
I will.
Would you?
Yeah. And so it's
I told you there was a sports rivalry here.
Blatant, flagrant foul.
Oh, my
I'm sure
gosh.
it was.
Oh, yeah.
I have no doubt about that.
Brett,
no doubt about that.
I thought you played by the rules, man.
Well,
those are rules. Those were the rules. Those were our rules.
Yeah. There's rules, and then you push the rules.
Yeah.
When did you find that photograph?
Somebody sent that to me about probably 10 years ago.
Okay.
Oh, I got to see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a whole little article about the rivalry between St. Joe and Lakeshore, and
that's those crowds were mammoth.
Oh
then.
yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, you better.
Is that what we're looking at here? A St. Joe Lakeshore rivalry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
And there was back then. You did not without the social media. You did not talk to other people. I mean,
No.
it just
and it still holds.
And I remember people getting thrown out of the, parents and brothers, and Buchholz's brother getting thrown out of the game because
Scott,
yeah.
Oh my
His brother
goodness.
came down on the court and got thrown out, and
We're going to continue this in just a moment. Hang on just a minute.
What are we?
Is today. So get to Barbet Farms and Greenhouse on Cleveland Avenue, 1 mile south of Lakeshore High School.
Barbets, targets, barbets.
Becoming mostly sunny today. We're going to be a little cooler, more comfortable, lower humidity. High temperatures inland near 80 degrees, but because of a north wind along the lakeshore, we're going to stay with highs near 70. Clear and comfortable tonight, down to 58, and then tomorrow mostly sunny, high temperatures back in near 80 degrees. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
My bad.
Whoops, so there we are. The morning show is typically called WSJM Morning Show with Ken and Friends. Do I really have friends in here this morning?
You do.
I feel like I have friends.
Yes.
Mike's my friend. Brett's my friend.
Yeah.
Are you two friends? Are we okay with that?
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's a little war by the shore that's all of a sudden in here. You could feel the hair on my neck kind of stood up as soon as Mike walked in, because Brett turned around and said, "Oh my goodness, here we go."
There we go.
And then we found out, just talking off the air a moment ago, that on our video live stream, you have a picture of Brett committing a flagrant foul against you in a football game.
No,
Basketball.
Oh,
game.
basketball?
Yeah.
Okay,
Basketball.
okay. All right.
Yeah. Basketball game.
What
Yeah.
what did he do?
Just went over the back, and I think I had to have a good neck brace after that.
Wow.
Man, I
Is
love
your attorney out the door as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the parking
You
lot.
brought him. Okay. Good.
I love those rivalries.
We
That-
are.
It was awesome.
It was
good
so
stuff.
fun.
It was the whole year. I mean, that was all about it. So
But you've got a picture. You found it. Somebody sent a
Some-
picture of black and white from the Herald Palladium.
somebody was scanning in stuff from the Herald Palladium and emailed it to me. And
Oh, I
Nice.
gotta see that.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. Every now and again, you see photos from the Herald Palladium, and I just found one the other day that was just published within the last month. It was my boy out there at Silver Beach taking a surfing lesson.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool because there was only one good day for surfing that week, and so he took his lesson that day. And I sent him the picture, and he said, "Oh, that's cool. The surf looks good." Hey, that's me.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. Mike Weibel is in the studio. He's an investment advisor representative from Baird Private Wealth Management. We've invited him to come in and say a few words about the services that you provide, but also some of the community things that you've got underway, including a big community event this in the next few days. So good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you here.
That's good to be here.
What's happening?
Oh, a lot. We're putting a golf outing on. It's our 4th annual charity golf outing that we put on this Monday.
Okay.
And we started off 4 years ago as a client appreciation event after COVID. And it just kind of continued to grow and snowball. I had never put on a golf event before. So
Yeah, what's that like?
It's a strong learning curve.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot. And even now when you get to 120 golfers,
You've got 120 golfers out there.
120 golfers coming Monday
That's
morning.
close
The
to what
hottest-
that's close to what the KitchenAid Senior PGA had. They had 156 golfers.
It is, and I guarantee the golf will be nothing like that.
You lose a few more
might have
balls.
you probably allow alcohol on the course.
Bud Distributing is
No,
a beer sponsor.
There you go. Yeah.
And so we have free beer on the course, actually.
Whoa.
Free beer, free water. Hanson Beverage is a sponsor. They sponsor
Duh.
the hottest day of the summer so far, and we're having a golf outing.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to
They'll
be
have a
warm
lot
one.
of free beer flowing.
How long has that been in the planning and in the works? How long does it take to put together one of those things?
Oh, we start working on it in January
Okay.
for June.
All right.
We first started off in September, so we started, but it takes 6 months of steadily putting things together and
Yeah, it's a heck of
working
a
the
project.
details. And as soon as it's over with, we start renegotiating for the following year and those types of things. But,
What so the money that you raise with this community golf outing, how does it get dispersed?
this year, the benefactors for our golf outing are the Therapeutic Equestrian Center, Berrien Community Foundation, and Lori's Place. And so last year we raised just over $20,000, and that went to the Therapeutic Equestrian Center.
Wow.
So this year we're stretching for 30,000. We're
Okay.
probably not going to quite get there, but we're going to be close. And so yeah, we're happy to be a part. Local charities and places that we're involved in. Berrien Community Foundation is our neighbor right next door. As we talked about, we're kind of piggybacking on some of their projects. And Therapeutic Equestrian Center. When we started off the golf outing 4 years ago, we thought, well, we'll do a golf outing, and then somebody said, well, why don't we do a charity? And I thought, well, yeah, we'll do something good. And we started off when we found them, and that first year we raised $3,000, and then it just kind of progressed from there. So we've got a lot of local businesses that are returning sponsors, and some of our vendors step in and help, and it's become quite of a big deal.
That's great. And it's just this is community involvement that you're doing through Baird Private Wealth Management. Why did you decide community involvement was an area you wanted to focus on?
There's 4 advisors in the office. Rick Sanders, Alan McKee, you know Alan McKee,
and Rick Sanders.
Yeah,
too.
and Dan Norton and myself. We're all local. We grew up in this area. We have we raised our families in this area. So it's always been, ever since I've been in financial services, it's always been something to be a part of making a difference. I started off at Fifth Third Bank, and they always encourage people kind of to check the box to be a part of something.
Yeah.
But that was kind of the extent of it. When we became Baird in 2019, Baird is very community focused. One of the things that they do every year is called Baird Gives Back, and they designate a week for associates to be a part of something in the community. This year was 2,500 associates over 3 continents donated 800 service hours. They also have a foundation, and last year the foundation gave away $5.7 million. $3.2 million of that were matches of employees. So when an employee gives money, they'll match it to a charity. And so $3.2 million were matches of employee benefits or employee donations. So they very much are driven, or part of our culture is giving back and being part of the community.
Yeah.
As we talked about the time I was before, some communities or some corporations are big with writing checks.
Yep.
They hand out checks, but we're very focused on not just giving out money, but also being a part of those events. When I leave here today, I'm heading down to Albel to support the YMCA outing that they're having today. They support ours. Monday, we were at the LEF, Lakeshore Excellence Foundation. I know that's kind of hard to say for you, Brett, but
No, I'm joking. My mom was a Broad Bulldog.
The
all right, there you
roar
go.
by the shore continues.
Legacy, your legacy.
Yeah.
So
You're heading to LEF.
yeah. So we're part of that, and then just in personal things, like we talked about the senior PGA. I was volunteered to the senior PGA this year, and it's just important. I mean, this is our community. We just believe it's important to be a part and make it successful and help our families to create a culture in our community that's the way we grew up and what we believe is so important. And the fact that Baird supports us to do that is pretty amazing.
That's great. Well, thanks for coming in and talking to us about it. We appreciate it. Do you need any more golfers out there or any more sponsors?
We always take sponsors.
Okay.
So
But you're full on the golfers.
We're
right
full
now.
on the golfers.
Okay.
We closed registration about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But if somebody would like to donate or to sponsor, they can go to our website, which is stjoseph.bairdwealth.com. And you can go to the link and go there. We have a Golf Status is the company we use to do our registration, and they have a spot on there where you can donate, and it goes directly. Everything we raise, everything we do, we're trying to do as much as we can to get that to those charities. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good thing. We enjoy it.
That's great. Mike Weibel is an investment advisor representative with Baird Private Wealth Management, and you can go to Baird Private Wealth Management, the website, for more information on everything that they do, including the services you provide.
And we're on Facebook and Instagram and X and all that. So
TikTok, are you on TikTok yet?
No, we're
Any
not,
of those
no.
cool dance moves, anything like that?
No, we haven't done that yet.
That's good.
But if you want to start something, we can do 3 of us.
Hey, quick 60 seconds. Can we get your opinion on what the Federal Reserve is going to do anytime soon on interest rates?
You can.
Just your opinion.
Yeah, my opinion. I don't think we're going to see anything, like in this quarter, midsummer. I think probably maybe late third quarter or fourth quarter.
Oh, right before the elections. Okay.
Yeah,
that's not a
ironically,
coincidence.
But probably one drop this year. I'm thinking.
Okay.
We'll see.
That's what they were telegraphing in their
Yeah.
statement. As long as they can keep the inflation under control.
Yeah, that's why I think
if it is under control, it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, certainly, but they certainly have done their best to, as they rapidly raised rates, for now them to rapidly drop rates. I think would be a little bit gun shy about doing that.
Absolutely.
The inflation would take right off.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But everybody's sitting, everybody's enjoying money markets right now. I mean, the rates are very attractive, but it's not going to stay that way. We're going to see that, especially in the next year, see that slump down. So enjoy it while it lasts.
All right. Well, all right. We appreciate you, Mike Weibel, investment advisor representative of Baird Private Wealth Management. Any opinions expressed or for general information should not be considered a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. The information not intended as tax and legal advice. Please consult your legal or tax professionals for specific information regarding your individual situation. And don't talk to Bret about Lakeshore or St. Joseph and that rivalry as it
I love
continues.
a rival.
And it continues in here today.
I love it. It's a great, one of the best rivals in the state.
It is.
It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Loan rates are trending downward. Are you ready to make your move? Sturgis Bank's expert hometown lenders will guide you through the process and take the time to make sure you're ready to become a homeowner. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, looking at a vacation house, or thinking of building, Sturgis Bank can meet your needs. Experience the Sturgis Bank difference. Highly personal service, long-time community support, and a desire to do right by the people.
Okay, so we're back on the air. Back on the live stream. No, go ahead.
Yeah, so Mike Gathwright's dad, when I was over at the county's treasurer, he stops by and he goes, I think he'd like to see this. And he had burned, you were probably graduated. I think I was a junior. We had played Lakeshore in a holiday tournament.
Okay.
And he burned it to a DVD for me. And
What is this that he burned to a DVD?
St. Joe Lakeshore holiday tournament basketball game. It was
okay.
We were not in the same conference at that time.
Okay.
But holiday tournament was a big deal.
That was a big deal. I mean, that was like alumni day. Everybody
like
came
mid-year
back.
districts almost.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only thing I remember showing, I showed it to my kids, and the only thing they talked about was how short our shorts were.
You had the short shorts on?
Oh, yeah. And
But the socks were higher.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
always
Those
the
were
socks.
socks to knee highs.
The shorter the shorts get, the higher the
Yeah,
socks
the socks
get,
were
and then
to
it
our
goes the other
knees.
way. Yeah.
And then my friend Ralph Newman played at Central Michigan for football too. I gave it to him and his wife, and the only thing their kids said was how short the shorts were. Forget about the game. It was a good game. We lost in overtime. I remember that.
Oh, St. Joe lost.
Yeah, we lost in
Okay.
overtime.
But Bret had these big Fabio locks of hair. It was
Oh,
amazing.
man. Really?
I had hair.
Not that bad.
It wasn't that
You
bad.
had a lot of
It was
hair?
like yours.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't have a lot of hair today.
Well, that's what I had.
I got a haircut.
I missed.
Okay. All right.
No, those are, yeah, we used to play each other in the holiday tournament and then one other time.
Okay. Next Friday he'll be here, so come back in.
All right. Well,
Okay.
I'll,
All right.
I'll bring a picture.
Would you? That'd be awesome.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I used him when I was at the county a lot.
Okay.
I always tried to get something in pretty much every firm or bank.
Okay.
Because I felt like they were paying our salaries.
Even though he was Lakeshore.
Well, yeah, and Sanders, his partner, is a huge Lakeshore guy too.
That's good.
But
all right,
people.
we've got the Bloomberg Financial Minute coming up on the airwaves here. We'll turn to that, then we'll come back, and then we'll do local news. It is the WSJM Morning Show. Thanks. Let's check comments real quick. Let's see. Bill and Teresa are still there. Hello, Bill and Teresa. John Hawkins is there. Good to see you, John. Top of the morning, he says to everyone. Anything? Oh, we do want to, let's see. We had Fred and Carol won tickets earlier this week for the Lake Breeze Music Festival. I hear there's an opportunity that we might be giving away more tickets for that in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that, just in case you're interested in going to the Lake Breeze Music Festival. You're listening again to the morning show. Ken Lundberg here with Brett Witkowski. We'll be right back with more news coming up. And it is the WSJM Morning Show. It's about 7:30. We'll have the latest news from ABC in just a moment. But, Brett, we're having a good time. We had the War by the Shore here for just a moment of the rivalry between St. Joe and Lakeshore.
You know what? To me, it's one of the greatest rivals in the state.
Yeah.
And, we focus a lot of times on basketball and football, but it carries over into other sports. It carries into academics. It carries over to facilities.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it's good things for the kids. We're going to have to talk more about that soon. We're going to get the latest now from ABC News. It is the WSJM Morning Show.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The G7 leaders continue meeting in Italy. Pope Francis has now arrived at the gathering. In a few hours, he will become the first pope to address the body. The Supreme Court rejecting a request to overturn the FDA's declaration of mifepristone as safe, the drug used in the majority of the country's abortions.
The ruling keeps mifepristone available by mail in most states where abortion is legal. In other words, status quo, which Vice President Harris says is not reason to celebrate.
We are looking at the fact that 2/3 of women of reproductive age in America live in a state with a Trump abortion ban.
It's been 2 years since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. In Congress, the issue has expanded to include access to contraception and IVF.
ABC's Christiane Cordero. Today, we could get a ruling on whether presidents should have absolute immunity over prosecution. Rain continuing to fall in South Florida, some parts of the state, including an area south of Fort Lauderdale and another south of Tampa, getting 20 inches of rain yesterday. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
And taking a look at some of the local news stories today from our WSJM Newsroom. Southwest Michigan will be hit with its first heat wave of the year. It starts Sunday and goes into next week. The National Weather Service meteorologist Dustin Norman tells us the hot weather will be with us for most of the week, and it will affect northeast Indiana and much of Michigan. It's expected to bring heat and humidity as well, so it'll feel even hotter. The average high temperature for Berrien County this time of year is in the mid-70s. Norman reminds those who seek relief in Lake Michigan to cool off to obey the flags. Remember, if the flags are red, it is recommended that it's too dangerous to swim. If red flags are posted, you could be fined for going into the water. An Orinoco Township winery has prevailed in a court case involving the permit for its tasting room. We'll have more on that story. The court settlement announced, and you see why that thing had to go to court over a tasting room permit. That's coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. And also the St. Joseph Youth Sports Foundation, we have an update. They are another step closer to creating their new sports complex in St. Joe Township. The foundation is still in its capital campaign, raising money for the first phase of construction. The group's already received a number of donations from for the football field and other areas. Now they're ready to actually clear the land. They've been asking for some help with heavy equipment. Now they have some of that heavy equipment in place. Now they need some money to turn those things on and get them to clear the land. So a lot of work. It's a big dream that they have, and we'll give you an update on what's happening there coming up at 8 o'clock. That's a look at some of the local news stories that we're following for you. Let's see what's happening with the state.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Greg Goldman. With potential record highs expected across Michigan in the next week, health experts have some advice to keep kids safe.
Okay, we're back on the video live stream. I'm Ken Lundberg alongside Bret Witkowski. Bret, happy Friday.
Good morning, sir.
How's everything going over there?
Good.
The story that you wanted to share, let's get to it, because we've been keeping people waiting since Monday.
Yeah, so
set the stage, set the foundation.
So I'm a member of St. Joe Lions Club. Been there for probably close to 30 years.
Okay.
At least 25.
You've been a Lion for a couple decades.
Yep. Great organization, supports a lot of charity, works a lot with St. Joe schools. And so historically, St. Joe's athletic director has always been a member of the club. George Wanning, can't remember the gentleman in between them, and Kevin Guzzo now. And so every year, we try to do fundraisers. I've done a middle school basketball tournament to help out special needs kids through Camp Leo for 20 years. And then we do a craft show. And then one year, someone said, let's do a cow plop.
A cow plop.
A cow plop. So a cow plop is they paint like numbers,
like a bingo card on the floor.
Right. You buy your number, right?
Okay. So it's a cow plop.
Yep.
You paint a grid on the floor with different numbers in it.
Yep.
So you did that.
And so
you had to find a cow.
Yeah. And so they had contracted, I believe, somebody through 4-H.
Okay.
Nice.
That's nice for the kids.
Nice Betsy type of cow to walk off.
Yeah.
And so there's like 15 or 20 of us at St. Joe's High School, old football stadium.
Yeah. Do you have to feed the cow anything special to make sure it does its biz?
No, I think they're pretty fired up when they get
okay.
So either when they opened the gate, Betsy walked off first, and then the bull or the bull came out first.
There was a bull.
A bull.
Did you expect a bull?
No, bull's not part of the plan.
Okay.
So the bull got inside the stadium.
Oh no.
And it was a hot day like this.
Right.
Or gonna be. And
so you're just expecting a nice, everyone's kind of sipping a beverage or something like that, and you're waiting for your number to get plopped on.
Yep. Instead, we have a wild bull inside of Dickinson Stadium. And they tried to corral it and everything else. The athletic director at that time,
How does a bull get mixed up and loose on the field?
I don't know how that happened. That I don't know.
Sorry. Go ahead. So they're trying to corral it.
And so the bull actually went at George Wanning, the athletic director.
Went at him.
And if it would not have been for the brick wall of the stadium, he would have got killed probably.
Oh my gosh.
But the bull,
that close.
And so it was going around, and he was in a long jump pit. And I mean, it's not like you just go put a rope around it, right?
Oh, poor bull was probably scared.
Well, of course he was. So it doesn't, this story does not get any better.
Oh no.
And so finally they called like the owners out
of the animal. Okay.
And the bull ended up having a heart attack.
Oh no.
And they had to bring a gun to dispose of the bull.
Oh no. On Dickinson Field?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I don't know. I don't think we made money because we had to pay for the meat of the bull. And so Betsy,
why did you guys have to pay for it? Who brought a bull? Who invited the bull?
That I don't remember why.
That seems like an important detail.
I just knew it was they had to shoot the bull.
That's horrible.
And so we had to buy the meat, whatever the value was. So the club had free meat.
I hope you should have turned around and sold the meat.
I think we did, the club members.
Okay.
But it was 3 to 4 hours in a hot, sunny Sunday afternoon of trying to keep a bull from getting outside of Dickinson Stadium.
That is a memorable fundraiser.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing
I do
that.
not. I know we didn't make money.
That's something else.
Because we had to pay
What
for
happened to the cow? Where's the cow?
Betsy's probably still living, milking somewhere.
Okay. Anyone win the plop?
I'm sure someone did. I don't think that was probably the lowest thing on our totem pole at that point for priority.
Oh my goodness.
But
that
the bull went at George Wanning, the athletic director. It would not been for the stadium.
So I mean, did he hide behind a brick wall? Is that what happened?
No, I think he had leaned against it.
I leaned against it.
He just bull ran into it.
That's something else.
But yeah, I think he got shot in the long jump pit.
Oh, in the long jump pit.
I think he had to.
Not on the actual field.
Did
Did they ever play any teams named the Bulls?
Nope.
Okay, that's
Never.
good.
Nope.
Probably good.
So that fundraiser was a 1-year deal. We never did that one again.
You should do it again. That might be kind of fun.
No, I don't. There's enough.
I mean, as long
memory
as
of
the
that
bull
one.
ends it well. All right, we're gonna get to more of the WSJM morning show in just a moment. Is meat from a bull okay?
Don't know.
I mean, it seems like
I'm
it'd be
not
tougher.
picky.
Okay, all right.
That's okay. Just chew it a little longer. Right?
It's the WSJM morning show.
Tax favorable income or reducing risk in the stock market. Austin Tax and Financial can help.
For the average person, about 40% of their income comes from Social Security. So most people actually need more than that to live on, and that's where we're able to help sometimes walk them through, what it looks like in their retirement.
Thanks, Tom Austin. Advisory services offered by Capital Asset Advisory Services, LLC, a registered investment advisor.
After your farm-to-table breakfast or lunch, you can now take a piece of the Mason Jar Cafe home with you. Stop by the new retail space featuring Mason Jar gear like t-shirts and hoodies, beer and wine, and great restaurant favorites like soups and jams. And don't forget, you can order great food, sides, beverages, desserts, and more anytime online at masonjarmenu.com. The Mason Jar Cafe, 210 Water Street, in the heart of the Benton Harbor Arts District. Local, organic, farm fresh.
Hey, it's Ken. Hey, it's Ken Lundberg from the WSJM Morning Show. If you're suffering from ringing in your ears, you're not alone. An estimated 10 to 15% of the global population is affected by what's called tinnitus, and that is the perception of noise or ringing in the ears. And tinnitus itself is not a condition, it's a symptom of an underlying condition, such as hearing loss, ear injury, or a circulatory system disorder. And tinnitus can negatively impact the overall health and wellness of an individual by causing sleep disturbances, depression, anxiety, irritability, or frustration. And although tinnitus can worsen with age, for many people, it can improve with treatment. And sometimes that treatment includes a hearing device. And that's where Professional Hearing Services in St. Joseph comes in. Not only do they have great hearing devices, they have the knowledge and the support to get that device working for you the way you think it should be working. When people suffer hearing loss, it's often certain frequencies. They can tune your hearing device to compensate for those lost frequencies and help you reclaim that clear hearing experience that you might be missing. Reach out to the medical experts at Professional Hearing Services today because they're excited to share their knowledge and their expertise on tinnitus and other hearing issues with you. They invite you to call to schedule a free hearing test today. It's the Professional Hearing Services in St. Joseph.
Want to make your night out a little more fun? Try some music, some friends, and a few rounds of Club Keno.
I won!
But how can the Michigan Lottery make Club Keno more fun?
Tripler time!
That's right, Tripler Time's back. All this month, random.
Okay. Sorry, we had to get that piece of business out of the way. Are you a nail biter?
In spurts, yeah. Usually when I drive.
I've
always had that problem.
Are you nervous about something?
Nope.
Okay.
Just a habit. Bad habit.
Okay. Don't bite your nails.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, we're going to come back with more of the morning show in just a moment. No, I mean, I feel like, I tell my kids that they've got my youngest, Samuel, he's 13, and he's got relatively new braces. And so he's got the rubber bands in there, and he's always picking at them and twanging them and doing stuff like that. And it's like, get your hands out of your mouth.
Yeah, I would agree. That's an expensive mouth. Been there before.
Well, it's an expensive mouth, and as we know, germs are all over the place. And sticking your hands in there, especially in a radio studio.
And you're making payments like a car or a house.
Oh man, those things, braces are expensive.
Like you said, it's nice when it's all over.
It is
from a financial standpoint.
And then my other boy, my oldest, he lost his retainer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Boys do that more than girls.
I never lost my retainer.
My daughters never did.
I never lost my retainer. Well, and I think his is so he doesn't gnash his teeth when he's sleeping.
He sleeps, yeah. Grind.
Yeah, grind those teeth.
TMJ.
What is that?
Temporary something.
TMJ. I know I have heard that before, and I remember hearing what it stood for before. But anyway, Teresa Brett says hello. What else? Oh, the bull story. Oh, wow. Yeah. All right. We're going to come back with more of the morning show in just a minute. What do you want to talk about? Anything in particular?
It's Ken and Friends, so you're the show.
You're the friend.
Yeah, but it's your show.
Oh, boy.
You got to pick the leaders. I just follow.
We'll be back in just a minute.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
Becoming mostly sunny today. We're going to be a little cooler, more comfortable, lower humidity, high temperatures inland near 80 degrees. But because of a north wind along the lakeshore, we're going to stay with highs near 70. Clear and comfortable tonight down to 58. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny, high temperatures back and near 80 degrees. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
And it's been a busy Friday morning so far. We've got another hour and 15 minutes of the WSJM Morning Show. Thanks to those of you who are tuned into the live stream. We do that on video. You can see the entire show, what happens behind the scenes, every weekday morning from 7 to 8 a.m. And this morning we had a fun one because Mike Weibel came in, and he's from he played for Lakeshore. You played for St. Joseph, and he has an old basketball picture that he says he's going to bring in next week.
That'd be awesome.
Of you flagrantly fouling him, and it was caught on camera.
Yep.
Yeah,
well,
that's good.
Not going to deny it. One of many fouls that I did.
Did he get to take shots for that? Do you remember?
Probably not, because I was probably climbing his back, and he just boxed me out on our
So
offensive.
he
end.
wasn't shooting or anything.
No, not
Okay.
unless it was a one-on-one.
Sporting news talking about Conor McGregor. They have announced that Conor McGregor's return to the octagon will not happen at UFC 303 as he's out in his planned fight against Michael Chandler following an injury. You follow Conor McGregor at all? You know who he is?
Yeah, no, I know who he is. I'm still amazed how Ultimate Fighting took over boxing.
Why?
I mean, boxing was the thing.
Yeah.
You know, and
Oh yeah,
you
my
don't hear
dad loved boxing. He used to drive me crazy because anytime there was boxing on, we'd stop on that channel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, all right. Now I've come to appreciate it. I mean, it's a great sport to watch.
It's so when I was in college, my freshman year, I boxed.
You did.
And I'm going to tell you what, that is, you want to 3 minutes in a ring boxing.
Yeah. That's a
was
workout.
Physically killed me.
Yeah. Incredible.
And ours was only 3 rounds.
Wow. 3 minutes per round, 3 rounds. Yeah. You're done by the end of that. That is a physical exertion.
Oh my goodness. You know, I remember growing up during the day when the fights were on ABC.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Yeah.
then Ali and Frazier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and obviously with Ali living here in
Berrien
Berrien Springs at
Yep.
the time, one of his many homes, but he did a lot of his training in Berrien Springs. And I still remember to this day they interviewed him before the fight, like they have all those recordings like they normally do. And I remember they said, "Why do you train in Berrien Springs?" And he just said, "They leave me alone there. People leave me alone."
Yeah. Yeah. Such an asset, such a treasure to have in the community. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you want the Berrien, you might see him at the old ice cream shop. I remember seeing him at his last son went to Niles schools.
Mm-hmm.
Remember seeing him at the basketball games.
But speaking of Ultimate Fighting Champion and Conor McGregor, no word on what his injury is.
Well, he's got to be in his 30s, mid 30s. So at that point, you get injured, you know, brushing your teeth or sleeping. You know, you wake up and you're like, really?
I don't know. I think you should stick to acting.
He's an actor?
Did you see him in Roadhouse? You didn't see him in the Roadhouse
I've never
remake
seen
with Jake
Roadhouse.
Gyllenhaal?
No, missed that one. I'm waiting for Andrew Green's movie review of it.
Yeah, we do have Andrew. That's a great reminder, though. We do have Andrew Green's Flick Bick. It's coming up in the next hour, and I'll have to remember what it is he told me he was going to review this week.
Was it If?
I don't think he's going to see If.
I went and saw it.
Did you like it?
I liked it. You know,
Was it good?
I give it a B.
What kind of movies do you typically like? What do you go for?
I like history stuff.
Okay.
I really like.
So you watched
historical.
Oppenheimer?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like all the documentaries. And,
Okay, so you like the history stuff. What else?
Stupid comedy.
Okay, so you like Dumb and Dumber.
Sadly, yes.
That was a great movie. What do you mean sadly? It was a great movie.
Oh, that was like lines off of that one. You know, like movies. You ever see Only the Lonely with John Candy?
No,
Actually,
but I love John Candy. I thought he was great.
And one of the scenes is filmed at the Niles train station.
I did. No, that was not at the. It was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, wasn't it? Had that scene filmed at the Niles train station.
Well, that might have been, but Only Lonely was too.
As well?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I like those type of movies too.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you would characterize those as.
Okay. Those are fun.
I do not like horror.
You don't like horror?
I do not like any blood and guts.
Okay. That's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
fun. Yeah, but
I like stupid comedy.
About Dumb and Dumber, I saw in the news this year.
The remake sucked. Oh, sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
You
the
thought
remake was
you didn't
bad.
like it?
Oh my goodness.
I thought it was funny.
Really?
It was
Even
great.
I didn't like
to see
that
a
one.
reunion between Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey. I
Yeah.
thought it was fabulous. But Jim Carrey really wanted Jeff Daniels on the movie Dumb and Dumber, the original one, and he told the producers and the director, "I want Jeff Daniels. You must offer this role to him." And they said, "Okay, we will. We don't want him. You want him, but and so we'll offer the role to him." So they said, "All right, hey Jeff Daniels, you want to do this movie? Jim Carrey's getting something like $7 million to do it. We'll offer you $50,000."
Are you serious?
I am serious. That
Did
was
he take
reported.
it?
He took it. Well, of course he took it. He's in the movie.
For 50,000?
50,000. I don't know if they worked out some deal afterwards. Hopefully the residuals or something like that. But
You remember Jim Carrey when he was on, what was the show on
Well,
Fox?
hold that thought.
Okay.
We got to come back for the Moody on the Market update in just a minute.
We're watching over you
Insurance Management Service.
IMS understands that when you run a business, having someone you can lean on means something. It means you get a better night's sleep because you know you're well protected. It means you don't have to be an insurance expert. It means you can use your energy to do what you're good at, while Insurance Management Service, your local auto owners agency, focuses on protecting your present and your future.
This is Rich. It means something to us that you trust IMS as your insurance agency.
This is Tarek. We want you to know it's our privilege to be in your corner.
Contact IMS, your local auto owners agency in St. Joseph and Niles. Visit imsinsuranceagency.com. IMS. It means something.
We're watching over you.
All right, we got to come back in just a minute here for the Moody on the Market update. But Jeff Daniels, you wanted to finish on that?
Well, he went to Central. I knew he grew up in Michigan. Just trying to find out where he.
Are you still looking? And then you were also remembering Jim
Native
Carrey.
Chelsea. Yep.
Ah.
His father owned Chelsea Lumber Company.
Well, there you go.
And was mayor of the town.
Huh. I really like Jeff Daniels.
I
think
do
he's
too.
good.
I think he's a very good actor.
And Jim Carrey too. He is amazing. The improv on that.
You know, in that, remember there was a TV show on Fox when Fox first became a network called In Living Color.
I do
with
remember
the Wayman
that.
brothers.
Yeah.
And he is one of I think his humor is.
He did the fireman. He did I think he did the Max Headroom impersonation. That was fun. We got to get
Clint
back to
Eastwood.
Yeah. He was really good. All right, we'll be right back.
98.3 The Coast, Roof Whiz, LKF Marketing, Mailmex, Pepsi, Signature Dealer Group, and the Southwest Michigan Tourist Council. Get more details at krasl.org. KRASL.org.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
Way too much stuff to get to this morning, so we're packing it in as we can just for you. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Right now, it's the Moody on the Market update. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. In today's update, we're talking about rocking the boat. United Way of Southwest Michigan is calling on the local community to help meet and exceed the goal of 30 boats to race in the upcoming Rock the Boat cardboard boat races set to take place Thursday, July 11th at the Inn at Harbor Shores in St. Joseph. They say their past event in 2019 was incredible. That, according to Anna Murphy, president and CEO of United Way of Southwest Michigan. The participation and excitement from both the racers and the spectators, they say, was truly electric. They're looking forward to bringing that same energy back in 2024, but they need the boats and the competition from the teams. They say this unique event, which features life-size boats made entirely of cardboard and a lot of duct tape, will be raced in heats in the River Channel for spectators to see in person and online. You can get more information at uwsm.org/rocktheboat. They have the goal of raising funds for the United Way of Southwest Michigan, having a lot of fun. They have 75 total spots available for competing teams. The races are expected to draw crowds of up to 3,000, building on the success of the last time they were able to hold the event, which was pre-pandemic back in 2019. The registration is only open through Friday, June 21st. So you've got a week from today to register. Prospective participants can easily sign up online. Go to the United Way of Southwest Michigan website. After registration, the teams will be added to Rock the Boat's peer-to-peer voting platform, allowing teams to receive monetary donations toward their chance to win either the Captain's Award for the most dollars raised or the People's Choice Award for the most individual donors. Voting is available prior to and during the event, and proceeds go directly to United Way of Southwest Michigan's 2024 campaign. Boat builders can also take a look online to find out what kind of supplies they're going to be using. And for spectators, the event is absolutely free to attend, though they would appreciate a donation. They will also have food and drink from Plank's Tavern on the water. And at the Inn at Harbor Shores, they'll have food trucks from Ben's Pretzels and the Brick House. The event is hosted by Our Lady of the Lake Athletic Director and WSJM Sports, Phil McDonald. And they didn't invite you, Brett.
That's okay. Then
you can go if you want.
For everybody else.
Just a small donation from you, and you can go help Phil host this thing. Technical support is presented by Little Red Fern Productions and TPC Technologies. So anyway, it's going to be a great event. It's coming up. It's going to be on the St. Joseph River. They need more boats for Rock the Boat, the cardboard race. It's coming up July 11th. But take a look at their website today to get more information. Again, United Way of Southwest Michigan. And just go to uwsm.org/rocktheboat for more information. The morning show continues. And again, the Moody on the Market update, you can read that full story and get details at moodyonthemarket.com. Moody on the Market is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles.
Hi, it's Jenny from Big Deals, and I've got a big announcement to make. Big Deals now has an app that lets you shop, buy, and...
All right. We're going to wrap up the morning show live stream here in just a moment. Any special plans for the weekend, Brett?
No, actually not. Just relax. Work in the yard, play a little ball, get ready for our basketball team camp.
Are you working over there?
We got practice on Sunday.
Are you working over there on your smart device?
Yeah, I'm looking at Dumb and Dumber history.
Oh, okay. You didn't like the follow-up movie, Dumb and Dumber 2?
I thought the one with Jim Carrey and
what
Jeff,
was your? Well, there was a Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
First one,
and then there was
hilarious.
a Dumb and Dumber 2, but then there was a Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels again. You didn't like that one?
No.
Okay. From the original, what was your favorite scene?
When they're
Come on, be honest.
when they're on the motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
There's
The little
a couple
moped
favorite
thing.
ones.
Yeah.
When he's like, he has to use the restroom.
Yes.
Talks about how warm it is.
Yeah.
And then when
That
they
was good.
pull in, they have all the snot
Snot
froze
on their
down their
faces.
face.
Yeah, that
I
was
thought
good.
that was hilarious.
My favorite was when Jim Carrey slipped something for Jeff, and he shows up at the cute girl's house
Yeah.
and has to use the broken
The broken
restroom.
toilet.
Yeah, and the sound effects and Jeff's facial expressions. I mean, it really is potty humor at its finest.
Yeah, there are just a lot of. I like it when they go clothes shopping.
Oh yeah,
with a
yeah,
tuxedo.
yeah. That was good too. And the owl. Remember the owl? The
There's
endangered
only
owl.
2 left in the world. They shoot them, or a pot. It goes off a
Cork,
cork,
champagne
kills
cork.
it.
Yeah, that was really funny. Anyway, great movie. Oh, and remember the diner scene where they accidentally kill the hitman
Oh yeah,
because they put all
and
this.
they're laughing.
Yeah.
because he has a heart attack from.
All right, thank you for reliving Dumb and Dumber. We couldn't be.
Is that what we're calling the show now?
No,
No, oh,
no,
Still
reliving the
Ken and
movie.
Friends.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought you were going to rename
your
this.
microphone's getting turned off. No,
Wouldn't be the
anyway,
first time.
let's see. Oh, Teresa says she accidentally threw her retainer in the trash, and she was able to get it out though, because we were talking about retainers a minute
did she
ago.
clean it?
She said she saved it.
Oh.
So I'm assuming she cleaned it. You cleaned it? No, she just put it back in. No, of course she cleaned it.
I know.
We know she cleaned it. All right. Well, thanks for joining us on the live stream. We appreciate you, and we'll be back here Monday morning. Brett won't be back here. You know who I'm getting to come in and sit in your seat?
Who's that?
Jim Gifford.
Oh, no kidding.
Remember Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jim Gifford is going to come in, and so we're going to have
That'd
fun.
be a good guy.
He said something to the effect of, heck, why not? When I asked
Yeah.
him.
Well, and his
We'll be back in next Monday. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Benton Harbor, St. Joseph. Depend on us. The Morning Show.